In the previous video, we spoke about product development. We will move on to talk about the other side, which is customer development. Now you may ask, why is customer development even necessary? The answer is, you don't know who your customers are yet. If you are an established organization with a very mature product, you would know exactly who are your customers, what are their pain points, and why your product or solution is a painkiller to their pain. But if you are in a new product development cycle, that means your product is being developed, which probably means you don't have a user or customer base yet. So we need to go out there and find out who could be the customers to our products. First of all, it is important for us to define who we mean by customer. The customer is one who buys or pays for your product or service. The customer may not always be the user or beneficiary of your product. Now, not all customers are the same. Regardless of the nature of your product or service, you will find that your customers tend to pretty much spread across this adoption curve. The innovators and early adopters who make up the first 16% are the people who are eager to try the latest things, even if they may not work completely. However, to be able to push your solution to the remaining 84% requires a lot more work. And it's actually a colossal challenge to move from the first 16% to the next 84% of the population. In his book, Crossing the Chasm by Geoffrey Moore, he calls this gap the chasm. The only way, he mentioned, to cross this chasm is to be laser focused and to conquer one niche market at a time. Each niche is defined by how you segment your market. Maybe it's by industry or by customer demography. So previously, when I was in the digital marketing business, we started very strongly in the hospitality and tourism sector. Then we slowly moved into the financial and insurance sector. And then we moved into the fast-moving consumer goods. It's a slow and painful process, but over time, if you conquer enough niches, you will eventually be able to move your product or service into the mass market. We always say, make sure you understand your potential customers. Understand the persona. Who are they? What do they look like? Where do they hang out? What do they do? Why do they do what they do? The reason why you need to understand all these is because only when you truly understand your customers, then you are able to figure out how to reach them. If I'm providing an on-demand salad delivery solution, I'm probably reaching out to the health-conscious people. Where do these health-conscious people hang out? Should I put my advertisements in all the gyms, for example? Now pause the video and in your workbook, try to define the persona of your prospective customers. Aside from defining their profile, try to also identify their needs, their motivations, their pain points, and the possible workarounds they may have used to alleviate their pain. Once you have a rough profile of your customer persona, the next thing to do is to go out there and validate. There are no solutions within the four walls of your office. The only way to find out is to step out, talk to people, and find out.